The following presentation is brought to you by kmmedia.pro. Please visit kmmedia.pro for more information. Now stay right where you are as we present. Welcome to Positive Talk Radio, evolving ideas one conversation at a time. Great guests, dynamic stories and interviews, plus new thoughts on a wide range of topics and concepts. I hope that you'll hang with me, Kevin McDonald, my friends, and of course, you. As together we work to understand why we are all here and what we can do to make our world a better place for all of us. To be happy, be kind, and live in peace together. Yep, that's Positive Talk Radio. Another edition of Positive Talk Radio. I'm very happy that you're all here because we've got a great, I did these a while back and I'm starting to get back into them because I am a big fan of music and I love the folks who make it and want to support them as best I can. And today is no exception. We have a gentleman who has a band and they're from Finland. And I'm going to have him say his name so that I don't massacre it. Go ahead and give us your name, sir.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jussi Vuola.
See, I had not a prayer.
Yeah, you can call me Justin or anything that goes with your mouth. But yeah, Vuola is the name of my band, and you can think of a French word voila when you pronounce that.
Oh, very nice, very nice. How many guys are in your band?
5. I started this as a solo project, but actually we had our first rehearsals today with the whole band. So yeah, it's a fresh thing.
How did it go?
We still have to rehearse a little, but yeah, it was very, very nice.
Are you planning, now that COVID is kind of over, are you planning on taking the band on the road?
Yeah, sure. The first show is on 20th of May.
Oh, that's coming right up then. Where's the show going to be?
It's in here in Turku, Finland, in a nice venue called Utopia.
Oh, that's a great name for a venue.
Yeah, and I actually just came from there. It's an active venue. They have shows on Thursdays as well. So still things are starting up here again, and after the virus thing, and I like it.
Oh, that's I don't know how you guys trying to put out music and make a living, because the fact of the matter is, in today's world, you make money when you play live. It's difficult for you to make money with the records, or the way Spotify is, and those things. You get pennies, literally pennies on the dollar for those things. So you got to play live, but you haven't been able to do it for the last couple of years. So you must be excited.
I'm excited. We were fortunate to play some summer gigs. Things were easier here on summers, but yeah, we were struggling. I was lucky to have some other like system design work for the Corona years, so I didn't struggle much. But yeah, well, a lot of friends and musicians, they were struggling.
Well, almost everybody has to have a regular job in addition to their passion these days, don't they?
Yeah, seems like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm hopeful that we can get back on track, and because your music, you do a wonderful job. It's a little bit of throwback, and it's right into my era. So it works out. The music that you do has a little bit of Led Zeppelin in it, and some other artists. Who was your biggest influences growing up?
It's hard to say. I'm a 90s kid. I grew up with Soundgarden and Guns N' Roses and Metallica, of course. But somehow I got pulled into older stuff, and yeah, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, even the let's say Emerson, Lake Palmer, a lot of 70s prog bands
Yep,
made a huge,
that was my era, the 70s.
yeah, that made a huge influence on me on the late 90s when I found that stuff. So yeah, that's where I come from.
Now, I wanted to ask you, since you are a follower of music and you've been involved with music from the past, do you think that present company excluded, of course, do you think people are writing great material these days, or are we in a bit of a lull?
We are. I think the way of pop music nowadays is it's consumer friendly, and that's not always the right way to make art. So uh, yeah, to put it mildly.
Yeah, it's not, and it kills me with auto tune and all the devices that they use today. That
Yeah,
it just doesn't. It just I don't know. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't have the same deep resonance with at least with me.
yeah.
Whenever I listen to some of the new pop stuff, it just sounds like bubblegum throwaway stuff. Now, is that because I'm old?
Well, probably. No, I'm old too. I feel like an old fart with the teenagers of nowadays. I run a business, and I do music in a studio.
Hmm.
So I know this stuff, and of course, great song is a great song even nowadays. But yeah, uh, it's easy to fake things nowadays. So uh, yeah, sorry, it's not because we are old. You are correct in a way, but uh, I think I still think there are diamonds in this era as well.
I wouldn't disagree with that at all, but
Yeah,
I just when you go through the annals and stuff, I don't know. It's just there is no, as an example, there is no Stairway to Heaven out there.
yeah, that's true.
So
The true talents mm, are somewhere else. I don't know.
well, so I'll tell you what. I get chastised because I love to talk to you guys, but we should probably play your song, the first one that we've got lined up to play, so that the audience can get an idea of the type of music that you produce. And so, can you tell us about the first song that we're gonna play?
Yeah, that was my first single released about 1 month ago. Yeah, it's Under, Above, Orion, Venus Loves, and all the titles of my album they come from this kind of system, uh, a little syntax thing that I basically got in a dream, and I made a system of out of it, and yeah, it tells a story of an illness and a struggle, and it still has a lot of hope into the song.
Oh, that's awesome, and by the way, anything that you came up with in a dream, I consider that to be inspiration, something really cool.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. And a lot of things like I make all my big decisions in subconsciousness, and dream plays a huge uh, role in my life in a sense. So this is no exception.
Yeah, sometimes I do the same thing, only I wish I would follow my dreams more specifically because sometimes I get into trouble by not doing that. So, uh,
I see what you mean.
yeah. So, all right. So, and the name of the song that we're about to play is
Under, Above, Orion, Venus Loves.
very good. And this is, I can't say your name again. So,
Vuola.
Voila.
Yeah.
This is Vola, and this is and we're gonna play another song a little later, so stay around for that. But this is a great song. You're gonna love it.
Circles and the seasons will change like a blink of an eye. The time will pass. Water flows, stars soon through the sky. In pine and the birch, the beauty will last. With you, my love, I finally understand the meaning of life. With you, my love, the Holy Spirit's rise.
circles and seasons will change. In pine and the birch, the beauty will stay.
And that is voila. Hey, how was that?
Yeah, it was excellent.
That's a great song. By the way, if you would like to talk with Vola, you can by calling the number that's scrolling across your screen down there. And you're welcome to give us a call and talk to him directly if you'd like. And but that is a great song, and that is very very uplifting and it's almost a spiritual thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I wrote it under the stars, uh, and in the summer 21, and yeah, it was a spiritual uh, thing to write it. So I guess there is something
But
magical in that song.
in my humble opinion, one of the reasons I love to do music segments like this one is that for you are touched by I believe your inspiration by the divine, by whatever you want to call it, that it allows you to create this music that you do. It's like my favorite musician, of course, was Paul McCartney, and he wrote, and I've said this many times, he wrote Yesterday when he woke up in the morning and the song was in his head.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This is something similar that happened to me, because yeah, I had the verses of this song, but I was missing the chorus, and I was kind of waiting for it to happen. And yeah, one night in our summer cottage, I picked up a guitar, and the chorus just yeah, it fell through me.
and it just magically kind of showed up, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And I know what Paul McCartney is talking about. Sometimes I get that in the mornings too.
Well, that is really cool, and always act on it, right?
Yeah.
And
If you don't, you lose it right away.
it's amazing how. Now, do you have like a pad of paper by your bedside so that if you wake up with an
No,
inspiration?
I have
Oh, the
my
phone.
mobile, and I whistle and hum even in the nights. My but yeah, my partner is pissed off many times when I wake up in the night and uh, do some recording.
Well, but that's an important aspect to do. That's
Yeah, it actually is.
So when did you start playing? What was your motivation to begin playing?
I was a normal kind of kiddo taking piano lessons when I was something like 7, and yeah, that's how I got into music. And well, then I wasn't so much into that, but the drums were pulling me. Kind of, I made my own first kit out of kettles when I was something like 8, and the first real set I got when I was 10 years old, and since that there has been no stopping. And in my teenage years, I picked up a electric guitar, and yeah, that became my another like favorite instrument. But I had a, let's say, 20 years pause of playing guitar basically, and
So
now I started again.
So now you can play the piano, the drums, the guitar, probably because of the guitar, the bass guitar. So you can put the entire song together, and that's what you did with this one, wasn't it? Because you didn't have the band
Yeah,
together at that time.
yeah. In these two singles, everything you can hear, it's me. So I had some like musicians visiting some of the songs, but these two are uh, pure me, and that was the idea, to make a solo album, because I have played on a lot of albums, and produced and mixed and mastered a lot of albums, and I wanted to do something that is completely me. So yeah, that's the idea.
Well, I think you're onto something because that's a great song, and the next one that's coming up is also great. Um, I've listened to it several times, and it's one of those that because I have this system now that I can do this. I'll play a song like the next one that we're going to play in a little bit, and I'll just play it before I do an interview because the song that you created is very inspiring.
The next one is actually yeah, I didn't create it all by myself. It's
Oh,
got
okay.
yeah, you can probably recognize a lick or two in that song. So that's an intertextual thing. But I have to say I credited all the writers that I could think of. So there's Jimmy Page, Tom Scholz of Boston, to name a few.
Well, and I've heard this often that everybody takes a little bit from everybody else
Yeah,
when you're
that's
writing a
rock
song.
music.
Yeah, and
So
because I know the Beatles did that. I know George Harrison got sued for it with "My
true.
Sweet Lord." And others, and recently Led Zeppelin. Did you hear about the lawsuit in the States that Led Zeppelin was sued for a riff that they opened the song with?
Yeah, kind of. Was it in
And
US or in Britain?
well, it may have been Britain. I'm not
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
sure.
But yeah, I heard, and that's something I don't want to get into that. That's why I credited everybody.
Well,
But
and
I don't feel sorry about borrowing a lick or two because yeah, that's pop music.
well, and indeed, and it's also a tribute,
Yeah, it's a tribute.
which is really cool. And that one has just come out, hasn't it?
Yeah, a few days ago.
Now, how is the first one that we played? How is Orion doing?
Uh, excuse me.
The
How
first
was?
the first the first song we played, how's it doing like on Spotify
Oh yeah.
and
Uh, okay-ish. Could be more, but there's I don't know 25,000 plays now with the first single, and
that's
yeah,
that's 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 a lot. That's a lot.
yeah, that's something. Yes.
It's not a million, but you got to get to 25,000 before you can get to a million.
Yeah, that's true.
And with Michael Coleman, who is the publicist who put us together, and I want to thank Michael for doing that. And he's really good at and getting you guys out there. So I think that it's going to build, and it's going to be really good for you.
Yeah, I hope so. The market in Finland is very tiny, especially for this kind of music. So I'm heading international.
Absolutely. Where now you're going to start touring? Well, are you touring just in Finland, or are you going to go elsewhere?
Yeah, we are heading to Europe and Britain and everywhere. Let's see.
Um,
One step at a time,
I
like you
I
said.
I think you might want to stay out of Eastern Europe, though.
Yeah. Actually, I just came from Georgia. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, the not the U.S. Georgia, but the near Russia Georgia. I wanted to see what's kind of the atmosphere there, and we were flying over the Crim, and yeah, it was a bit weird, but it was. I loved Georgian food, and I went skiing to the Caucasus uh, mountains, and I had wonderful time, and the people are wonderful, and yeah. But it was one of the weirdest trips that I had.
I can only imagine. Now, do they speak Russian in Georgia? What do they speak?
They have their own language, but of course they speak Russian too.
And yeah, so and all of that over there is a kind of a melting pot of because they set up borders, but the people are different types of people, and really it's that way everywhere now. There are different
Yeah,
types of
it is.
people, different languages.
Yeah,
Um,
and we are living next to Russia too in Finland, and we feel that heat at the moment, and we are thinking of going to NATO, and um, everything is like uncertain at the moment. But yeah, it
Well,
is
if
what it is.
it is what it is, that's right. That's right. But if you go to NATO, which I think probably, well, I'm not going to get into that, but if you did, we will support you with everything we've got.
Yeah, I I appreciate.
So and which is really really cool. Well, it is. excuse me. It is 1:30 in the morning over there, and where you
Yeah,
are, and
something like that. Yeah,
1:45 actually. No, it's one. Yeah, no, it's
120.
1:20.
Yeah.
So I really want to thank you for coming on and talking to us. And we're going to play this other song, but so could you set it up for us and tell us where how it came to be?
Yeah, it's Laugh with it, often adore unity, the name of it. The same system again, 5 words, and this one is dedicated to my sister. She lost her husband 2 years ago to cancer, and um, this this song, uh, I hope it gives hope to everybody who has lost someone in their lives.
And if you live long enough, trust me, you're going to lose somebody in your life. So it's a universal concept.
Yeah.
I Before we go, I wanted to ask you about this system that you developed. What is that?
It's basically uh, it's gonna be on my album, Visible. So it's every song title is 5 words, and beginning with one letter of my uh, artist name, my surname, and yeah, there's a it's uh, a system combining uh, language kind of play, and some geometric stuff and mathematics, and yeah.
Was that one of the things that came to you in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that was the system.
So you just woke up and you had the system in your head.
Yeah, kind of, and it helped me to put this album together, and I think it will help some other people as well. I hope this is a start of anthology of albums.
Well, and I really wish you well, and I hope that you can do everything in life that you choose to do, and you become wildly famous, and you have to come over here, and I get to meet you.
I hope we will meet someday.
Because I'll tell you what, that would be a hell of a flight from Seattle to Finland, or from Finland to Seattle. So that'd be what, about an 18-hour flight, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. But I'm a fan of Seattle bands. At
Ah,
least I was. So
you
I
mentioned Soundgarden.
yeah, I was on the verge of flying to Seattle once, but I instead I chose New York and Miami.
Well, those are fine places too, and they're also closer. But you need to
That
get
was the
one of these.
reason. That was the reason.
Yes, one of these days you need to come down here, over here, to explore the clubs of Ballard and Fremont, where Soundgarden's got their start, and Queensryche, and of course that little band
Little hit.
had that little hit. Why can't they? What? Oh, their name escapes me suddenly.
Nirvana.
That's the one. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That was a test. You passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and all those guys played. They got their start in those small clubs in the Fremont Ballard district. So it would be fun for you to come and look at that.
I wish I will one day.
Yeah, and someday you will, sir. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and play the next song, and with that, I'm going to bid you adieu so that you can go to bed, and then we're just going to play the song and wrap up the show. But again, I want to thank you for being here. Voila has been you got it. You got me saying it right anyway, close to it. And
Yes.
he's been our guest. And go to how can they get your information? How can they find your music?
Yeah, I have a very easy website, which is vuo.la. It's a LA domain, so vuo.la.
WUO.LA.
Yeah, that's all you
easy.
need. Yeah,
That's it.
all my links are there.
And do me a favor, if you go to his website, which again is
vuo.la. It's my name right there.
Exactly.
Just put the dot on the right spot.
So if you go there, buy some music, if you would,
Yeah.
please. Don't
And
go ahead.
if you buy it via Bandstand, you're supporting the victims of Ukrainian war.
Oh, that is awesome. So definitely go to his website, buy his music. Don't stream it from Spotify or any of the other ones, because the artists do not get paid for that hardly at all. So go to his website, buy his music from there, and buy the album, and you can they can download it digitally, I would assume.
Yeah, the 2 songs now. The album is coming 13th of May, but very soon that as well.
Well, when the album comes out, you'll have to come back and we'll have to play more songs from it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love what you're doing and stuff. So, voila, thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure having you. And now we are going to go play this song, and you can be released to go have an adult beverage or go to bed, one of the two or both.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, Kevin.
You have yourself a great day. And this is Voila. And this is, I love this song. So listen to it in its entirety, please. Hey, you have a great night, sir.
Thank you. Good night.
I hope we'll meet again in perfect peace, sound harmony and grace. There in Zion's shine, by Eden's streets, where cherubs greet the sea. The pains of the mortal earth cease to exist in the afterworld. Sure, beautiful angels and joyful all over you. The sun is warm, the water's cool. Flavors astonish you. Are you waiting there for me? You're smiling there for me.
Thanks for enjoying this episode all the way to the end. Please give us a like and subscribe to this channel. This has been a production of kmmedia.pro. Please visit our website, oddly enough, named kmmedia.pro, for more details about us and our mission, which is to provide great positive programming designed to inspire us all. I'm Kevin McDonald, and I'm proud of these shows, and I truly hope that you'll like them and share them with friends and family. So on behalf of our entire team, remember, be kind to each other, because